Okay, concerning this APC and PDP election in Edo State, I was just going to the internet and I saw a video of this the APC state chairman interview on Arise TV. I saw it, and the title was even so annoying. He said okpebholo will not speak to Arise TV news because Edo people cannot afford DSTV. Yes, that's Tinebe. I don't know if I'm pronouncing the name correctly. Okay, so right now, seeing this news, I'm very angry because in Edo State, this past 8 years, Edo State have had a very good governor, which is Godwin Obaseki. I'm not trying to be his ambassador or something, but I'm just speaking based on facts because most of us in Edo State, I'm also a resident in Edo State. Most of us in Edo State, we speak without knowledge. We just speak, open our mouth and talk about, we just talk the widespread rumor. We just talk based on rumors. We don't even try to look for facts. You understand? So me, I've been close to both sides, and I've seen what has been happening for the past 8 years. You see, this man, Godwin Obaseki, he has really tried for Edo State, and normally, the reason for me making this video is for me to come to appeal to some of us that don't have brain. There are some of us, our brain is not working. Are you getting? I'm not trying to be insultive or something, but the truth is, it's simple. It's simple. An average Nigerian politician doesn't care about you, does not care about your well-being. The reason why they are going for office is for them to loot and make a lot of money. So for once we find somebody that cares about the people. I'm not saying that Obaseki is a saint. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying it doesn't have flaws. I'm not saying that. Like I said, I'm not a partisan person. I was not being paid to make this video. But the truth is, we have to make our decision based on facts. Based on facts. Okay, right now, people are saying Obaseki is bad, Obaseki is this, Obaseki is that. Okay, fine. Maybe he might be bad, maybe he's not. But the truth is, how much findings have you made? Okay, now so many people drive past that Saple Road. They will see the state secretariat building. At the same time, they are seeing that building and they are telling themselves, no, Obaseki no work. Okay, so what is that? That place just transformed itself, or it's Photoshop. You are saying it's Photoshop in real life. It's a big screen that you are saying. So I don't really understand how some people think. You understand me? Oshomole came to Benin. Oshomole did a good job, but Obaseki did better. I'm not here to condemn anybody here. Oshomole did a good job, but Obaseki did better simply because Oshomole was holding back. You understand? So he's trying to find it because the time Oshomole came into Edo State, there was a very big divide. There's a very big divide. The average Edo State citizen was looking at the fact that we just left from Lucky Benedion to Usumbo, and Oshomole fought Usumbo to a standstill, and it took power. Okay, good. It's fine. After that, we started seeing a lot of things. Oshomole worked more than the previous government. So because of that, we Edo people, we really appreciate him. But that does not make him the best governor Edo State have had. So the best governor so far that I have witnessed in Edo State is Godwin Obaseki. Because if I start to list his project, a lot of things that he has done. Okay, let's put that aside right now. Let's go back to the video. This video is really annoying to me because I don't know how stupid they think that we are. They think we are very stupid. So that's the reason why somebody can go on air and say that Edo resident does not have money to afford DSTV subscription. We don't have money for internet. So that is basically what the APC chairman was saying. He said we don't have money for internet. We don't have money to pay for DSTV. So that's the reason why okpebholo cannot go to Arise TV to honor their interview invitation. Okay, so how stupid are you? This is not really a matter because if you are living under a rock, you say the word that Obaseki did not work. I'm not here to talk about this project. So, but now it's about if you are able to say that word now, the problem is how stupid are you for somebody to come the reason why the governorship candidate cannot go and accept an interview is because Edo people don't have money to pay for DSTV. So now just process that and let me know the sense that you can make out of that. Okay, now without wasting your time, I'm going to go to the video real quick. Let me fast forward a bit.
Ahead of the September 21, 2024 governorship election in Edo State, the Edo Elders Forum, EEF, has described Okpebholo as the soul of a new Edo State. In a statement released shortly after a meeting in Benin City, the elders urged electorates to reject political extremism, unremarkable politicians, brutal dictatorship, and administrative incompetence. The statement issued by the chairman of Edo Elders Forum, Chief Efua Abudu, accused the People's Democratic Party, PDP, of failing to improve the state. Meanwhile, the Campaign Council of the APC have accused the state government of planning to use the State Security Network, otherwise known as ESSN, to rig next month's election. However, in a quick reaction to the APC accusation, the state government alleged that the APC is relying on federal might to win the gubernatorial election. Joining us now to discuss the campaign activities of the All Progressives Congress in the state ahead of the election is Emperor Jarrett Tenebe, Edo State APC chairman. Good morning and welcome to the morning show.
Okay, before this man opened his mouth to start speaking, because everything he said is rubbish. Let me just analyze what the reporter just said. Okay, what she's trying to explain to us is that APC is relying on the federal minds to win this election. Me and you, we know that APC doesn't have a good record in Nigeria. So it's still the same playbook. Tinubu didn't go for any interview. Tinubu didn't explain what he was going to do in office. Tinubu just went there. And some other people that were like doubting Thomas, that were like the optimistic people that have not really opened their eyes to see what is really happening right there in the position of power. They were saying Tinubu is a godfather. He can really override anybody. He will walk and all that. Okay, right now you are seeing it. You are seeing the decline of dollar. You are seeing how much poverty have stricken Nigerians. Okay, now we are seeing the same thing repeat before our face right now. Just a quick one. Let me chip this one in. For any politician that is having issue with his godfather, please, as a Nigerian, it doesn't matter whether in those states, whether you are in any state in Nigeria, just embrace that politician, because if that person is doing the bid of the person that put him in power, that means it's a simple logic. Is that person is not prioritizing you. It's not prioritizing you as it's not prioritizing your well-being. The person is simply just trying to also, make money for himself and stay in the good books of people that put him in power. Because for me, as a person, if somebody put me in power, I will be very, very grateful. But the main thing is for you to be selfless, for you to really serve the people. You have to understand that the needs of the people, the well-being of the people, surpass the person that put you there. You are only there as a servant to serve. So the moment you are loyal to the person that put you in power over the people that you are serving, that makes you already at fault. That automatically makes you score 0. You understand? But the thing is, if the person that put you in power, if the person is really reasonable, that means your interest must align. The interest of what you are fighting for, and what the person is, and what the person will agree with, it should be the same. You guys shouldn't have a disagreement. But there's only disagreement when the person wants you to go out of your way and do something that will hurt the people. So people calling Obaseki a betrayal, this is just a simple all I call it. This is just a simple explanation for that. Because you are saying this man is a betrayal, is this, is that, is that. Yes, fine. But the truth is, if he is loyal to some other person, will he be able to maintain the loyalty on the both sides? No. So when you get there, you have to prioritize. So now we are seeing cases of new leaders coming up, standing up to the godfathers, telling them, saying, no, we have to stand up, and so that we can be able to make a difference. Because at the end of the day, you work under somebody's name, do what somebody's bid, and at the end of the day, you be the one to carry the bad name. So that's what Obaseki has done. Okay, let's move on with this video. Let's hear what this man have to say, because what he have to say is literally just calling all of us a fool. In fact, not just a fool. He added big to it, a big fool. So let's continue.
Thank you for having me.
Emperor, thank you for joining us.
First, we'd like to ask you for a favor. We hope that after this interaction with you, your candidate, Senator Monday Okpebholo, will also come around. We have spoken to Okpebholo. We have interviewed Olumide Akpata of the Labour Party, and we've been hoping that one day Monday Okpebholo will also show up before the election on September 21. And we're willing to conduct the interview in local language. We'll get interpreters, or we can even do the interview in Pidgin. I'm sure you can speak Pidgin. So if English language is the problem. But I'd like you to start with, talking about this claim on both sides that Obaseki wants to rig the election for the PDP, and the PDP and Governor Obaseki saying the APC wants to use federal might. You say Okpebholo has been endorsed by the Elders Forum. If he's so regarded by the party, he should come and talk to us in the media. Edo State is too important for anything to be in the dark.
Well, thank you, Mr. Ruben. The first thing I want to say here is to put to rest this idea of Monday Okpebholo coming to arise for interview or something. You see, as I speak, Monday Okpebholo is in Osomegbe. Osomegbe is a ward that has up to about 25,000 registered voters. And to get to that place, you have to first of all take a car. The car will drop you somewhere. You will now take a bike. You will now get to a point where you will now take canoe and cross. Then you now use bicycle to get to the place where you have to now start talking to people.
So you take a cab, you take a canoe, then you will not take bicycle. So this is just listen, because I'm really losing it right now.
He's going from one house to the other, talking to people. They understand him and he understands them, knowing his problems and everything. And that is a place the governor promised that they were going to do road to. But today, there's nothing like that. And one thing is clear. You see, the statistics we have about the people who can actually connect to DSTV and GoTV that you have, and even your bouquet is even the highest bouquet to reach you. We have about 80,000 people who are supposedly able to get DSTV. But as I speak, we cannot have up to like 300 that can connect to DSTV because of how Obaseki has impoverished the state, how everybody is now poor in Edo State because of bad governance. The point is, the first thing is, if Okpebholo comes to take interview with you, is he talking to people? He will be talking to you and some few people in Lagos there in Ikoyi who can afford DSTV.
See, the thing is, if you are ignorant, don't try to impose your ignorance on people. First of all, I'm not poor. I'm a resident in Edo State. Most of my people, they are not poor. If there's anything about poverty in Nigeria right now, in Edo State, it's because of the federal government. The federal government is the one that impoverished the people. So please, let's get that part straight. And the other part where he has to tell you that you take a bus, take a that, like telling you that he has to cross 7 mountains and 7 valleys, it's just and the 7 seas, just for him to be able to get to a place, only for him to use that and spin the narrative around, for him to blame the government for not creating road to the particular place that he's talking about. So I'm not able to verify the fact right now whether the APC candidate is in that community or not. But just seeing the way this man is speaking, he must have really think that the viewers are foolish. But we know that an average Edo person will not be fool. We get sense. You understand? So right now, for him speaking like that makes him the fool. He's the one that's foolish. Because nobody is going to buy this story. So let's continue. Let's continue to hear what they have to say.
Edo State people cannot afford DSTV where you can be heard, and he is moving from one place to the other, reaching out to people, and giving the messages to them, and his message is resonating with the people. That is the reason why you see in our rallies, you have a lot of turnout. People want to see him, people want to hear him, and the people, he is telling the people what he has for them, he is telling them what he wants to do for them, and the message is resonating with them. It's not like the other people who were there. Yes, these are bourgeois. This is somebody who grew up as a poor person from a very poor background, and is reaching out to the same people. And these are the people that are in need in Edo as I speak today. And the only person who can be governor now and there is peace in Edo is Monday Okpebholo. Then the idea of say Obaseki want to rig the election is true, because we could see that in the past a few weeks what has been going on. He has a militant group that he called the ESM that he wants to use to rig the election. He has armed them, he has bought guns for them, and we've been calling on government to proscribe that group so that they will not be used for that election.
Okay, before the reporter respond, right now, he talked about the plan to rig the election. He talked about the ESM, Edo State Security Network, which are the vigilantes. So if you are a resident in Edo State, you can relate. Before the vigilante people came in, after the time when they had the NSAS protest, when the prison was broken into, there was security risk everywhere, robberies everywhere. I can remember some nights, more than 1 or 2 nights. I don't want to lie here right now. At least 2 nights that we had somebody jumping from the first fence after breaking into the first house, coming to the other house, which was my compound, then jumping to the other house. So probably they were assessing the security, the doors and all that. I can remember sleeping with cutlass close to my bed. So I felt it. There was a time I was at work in Saple Roads, close to Santana Market. There was a robbery going on in broad daylight. People were shooting guns. I was at this what's it called? This Catholic church close to Adesowa Junction. People were running inside. We literally closed the door. I was in a wedding. We literally closed the door to the event center in a wedding. Okay, after this ESN came into play, we noticed that there was peace in Edo State. And ever since, we have really commended the fact that somebody had to think outside the box to put this in place, to be able to check the security problem. So right now, he is saying right now, because it's convenient for him to say, that Edo State government has weaponized, that they're calling them a militant group, that they have weaponized the ESN, which are the vigilante, to be able to rig election. Okay, it's fine. Let's keep going. But the thing is, it's not for you to make accusations. Do you have facts? Do you have evidence to back what you're saying? Because right now, what this man is saying, everything that he's saying, he clearly thinks, it clearly shows that he's not a deep thinker. He doesn't really think deep, and he must really think that the people listening to him, they are fools. But we know we are not. So that makes the opposite. So let's continue.
And as I speak up to date,
yes,
nothing has been done.
All right.
So the idea of saying we are going to use federal might to rig the election is not there. We know the president we have is a Democrat who believes in democratic process. And I don't think we don't even have any link to anybody. We're on our own, we are doing campaigns, and I know that on the 21st, the election will be done and APC will win.
Mr. Tenebe, obviously you belong to the bourgeois class because you are here on Arise for an interview. And also, just to correct the information, we broadcast to millions of viewers on a daily basis, including people who have access to other platforms. Aside from DSTV that you mentioned, we're also on free platforms on YouTube. A number of people actually depend on news platforms like ours.
She's just literally trying to educate the man. What's the level of reach that Arise TV News have?
To get information, but also beyond that, I hear you that Senator Okpebholo is going to the people to speak to them. But another critical group of people you might want to consider are potential investors. Because the people whom you're hoping to attract by interviews like this is to sell your state so that people can be interested in coming to Edo State to invest. We've heard about tourism opportunities. You're not just going to sell to the people in your state, and that's the importance. And I would imagine that you would understand the importance of that yourself. So let me ask you, what are his plans to attract investors? Is he going to also go door knocking to each of these places to speak to them or to get some form of investors to enrich the state?
Yeah, you see, to become a governor of a state, there is a process that you have to go through. First of all, you have to sell yourself to the people, not to investors. Secondly, your election comes and you are elected. Thirdly, you are sworn in, you become governor. As at that point, you now start selling the state.
So now what this man is saying is you have to sell yourself to the people, not the investors. That's to tell you that whether the state makes money or not, it's not a big deal. The primary objective is that their candidate has to take power, even if it's at the detriment of the state's economy. Okay, let's keep going.
Because as I speak, what is on ground in Edo State now, there is nothing to write home about. Because all what they have done in the past is just MOUs. So what do we even have to say to investors now?
Okay, speaking about the MOUs, he said nothing to write home about, it's just MOUs. Yeah, I was a bit confused about the MOUs because I've attended some of these APC rallies and I heard Oshomole, comrade, speaking that everything that governor have done is MOU. I was thinking, okay, maybe there's like a bad side to the MOU. Because I'm a very open-hearted, free-thinking person. I'm not rigid, just like some people in Edo State that will say, Obaseki winner. So I try to, I put that aside as a question mark, something I have to like find an answer to. Is there like another reason for the MOUs? Yes, Obaseki government have really engaged on many MOUs. But shockingly for me, yesterday I was at the flag off for this dome at Garrick Memorial Field, where they flagged up the building of dome. That's what they call the project, the dome. So the Rema was there, the governor was there, and every other dignitaries and all assemblies. So what happened is, when the governor was giving a speech, he actually answered the question, and I was so happy. What he said was this. He said, people are saying MOU. He said, the business of the state is not to run a business. Is not to run a business like the Edo State Mall. So imagine the government running the Edo State Mall. They can't. Knowing that the government is dynamic, power can change hand. So now you want to put the Edo State, you want to build a place like the Edo State Mall and put it on without MOU, or the Osemo power plant, you want the government to run it like micromanage the place. He said the government's job is to create an enabling environment. That is the reason why he had the MOU in place for most of this project, so that people can be able to handle this project as if it's their own. But that was not his exact word. The exclamation have ended. You get me? So right now, that was not his exact word, but he said the reason why the states embark on so many MOUs is because it can be able to spare the government the chance of having to deal with managing the businesses. Okay, right now, take a look at Garrick Memorial Field. The big event theater event venue is coming up, which is the dome. He also said something. He said if you have plans to make any investment in the place, come and meet the state government. We are open, and we'll be able to negotiate with you, and we can have an MOU on how you can be able to invest. So right now, what this man is saying right now, because okpebholo has gone MIA, missing in action, he cannot show up to speak for himself. So what this man is now telling you is that Edo State right now don't have to prioritize the investors. They have to prioritize getting okpebholo into power. before prioritizing, before they can even look at that. And he also went ahead to say that Edo State is the state is dirty. How can it attract investors? See, I'm not trying to paint Obaseki as the the shining knight here. I'm not trying to do that. But the thing is, let's use our brain. Let us use our brain. When it comes to these politicians, it's all about, I will tell you, none of them are good. As good as Obaseki, I can also tell you that he's 100% good. But the thing is, we have to pick the best. If we are going to stand a chance to be able to reduce the hardship that we are going through. As an average Nigerian, be it whatever state that you come from, we are already passing through a lot. So if you make the wrong decision, you are going to suffer even way more. Let's continue with the video, please.
In the first place, when you are coming to Edo now, you will see clearly that the place is so dirty. Is that what you are going to say to investors? What are you going to say to investors now? As I speak, he's going from one place to another, knowing the problem of the state, hearing from the people the problem of the people, because his government is going to be all abrasive. He's going to engage it in such a way that we are starting almost from afresh. Because governors stop where Comrade Adams Oshomole stopped, who was the governor of this state for 8 years. That's where governors stop.
So as far as they're concerned, whatever thing that Godwin Obaseki has put on ground, it does not matter. They are not supposed to see it. They are supposed to have a blind eye towards it. So where Comrade Adams Oshomole stopped, that is where governors stop. That's what he's trying to say.
For the past 8 years, we have not experienced governance. So right now, we first of all have to bring confidence to the people so that we can have people to even come out to vote. Yes. That's what we are doing.
Mr.
So he's selling himself to the people. And to market yourself.
Yes.
Yeah.
I would really love to hear from his engagement what the challenges in Edo State are currently. But he's not here. He cannot even come to communicate that. So we are just speaking to representatives, spokespeople, but he's the man that we want to ask these questions.
Good. He's not there because he's not eloquent. He cannot articulate. He is not flexible. So that's to tell you that these people that are trying to install these puppets into the government house, they value loyalty over genuine what will I call it? Over capacity. So it doesn't matter whether you are going there, you have the intention to do things right. If you don't have the brain to do it, it's not going to work. It's not just all about good intentions, which I seriously doubt that these people have. They don't have the good intention. They don't have the brains. So this is what Edo State is going to have to deal with for the next 4 years, if not 8 years, because we know this is Nigeria. Removing an incumbent power is something that is very tough. So this is what they want to subject Edo State to. So let's keep going.
And I'm sure you can appreciate the difficulties, but let's focus on, you saying that since, former Governor Adams Oshomole, would you agree that IGR in Edo State has increased over the years under this administration?
Well, you see, that's one problem. That is even that's one very big problem in this state right now. You see, you've said that IGR has increased. Yes, fine, it has increased. What are they done with the IGR that has increased? The people are paying taxes. They are not seeing what they are using the money to do.
I'm so glad that he agreed that IGR has increased. That means the economic policies, they are paying off. Okay.
We have time here, and we are not going to be saying libel, although they can't even go to sue anybody for libel, because the fact the corruption here is obvious. If you are collecting money from people, the people should be able to see what you are using the money to do. Okay, recently, you saw a situation where he said he bought rice as palliative, and those rice were kept in the distance. Meanwhile, he didn't buy rice. The federal government brought rice, Dangote brought rice, and they rebagged, and he gave those rice to his party people who are selling them in the market. Okay, let's assume that money gotten from IGR were used for that purpose. That money has gone into their pockets again. So
okay, good. They talked about the rice issue. I will tell you, I will speak more than what I know. Right now, I've not heard anything officially about the rice rumor that's been going around, so I cannot confirm nor deny that what they said was right is right or wrong. But the thing is, I just told you, Obaseki is not a saint. He is not. But the thing is, why are they trying to spin this all around? The context in which is bringing this issue up right now, it does not really match. So let's hear this. Let's hear him keep talking.
The increase of IGR has nothing to do with the people right now. The Edo State, as I speak, the people are so angry with this governor.
Yeah, the people are angry with the governor. Yes, the governor is a very stubborn person. But the thing is, these are some of the attributes that you have to possess for you to be able to do something what is right. The truth is, no matter how good you are, no matter how much you try to please everybody, you can't. So it only takes the wise people to be able to put yourself in your own positions so that you can see that you have to offend some people to be able to please the masses. So right now, is it about sharing money? Because if you ask me about Godwin Obaseki's administration right now, if you ask me whether they are sharing money, I will tell you no. Godwin Obaseki does not share money. That has angered a lot of people. That is part of some of the annoyance, and that's the reason why propaganda are able to fly against him. Because there are a lot of people right there that are only looking out for the pockets, for their pockets. But by the time you are getting the 10 million, the 20 million, the 100 million, you're not looking out for your neighbors. What are they gaining? So now all the money goes into your pocket. That means you are just so selfish, just like every other average Nigerian. That's the reason why we are still in this mess that we are. That's the reason why some people take money and voting scumbags into power. Let's keep going.
They are so angry. There are certain things I will not want to use here, but they are so angry to the level of if after the election, when he hands over, he has to just leave because the people are so angry. The people are not happy with him at all because of the fraud that is obvious.
My brother, please speak for yourself. Don't speak for the people, okay? If you are speaking for yourself, you say APC is angry because we know he left from APC to PDP because somebody was trying to play Godfather on him. Let's keep going.
Okay.
So
yes. Mr. Tenebe, thank you so much, and thank you so much. But I quickly just want to tell you that your position that you put forward, that the reason why Monday okpebholo can't come because it arises for the bourgeoisie is not true. We are for everybody, and your arguments are flawed, and I'll tell you why, sir.
Mr. Rufai is so furious right now. He's angry. He wants to correct him because from his position, from his point of view, there is no intellect, there is no sense, there is no nothing. He just open his mouth and say what he feels like he can say to defend himself. So Mr. Rufai is about to correct that right now intellectually. Let's listen to him.
In Edo State, let me talk. Let me speak now. Let me speak. Can I speak? You won't let me speak. Let me speak now. Let me floor your argument. I'll floor it here. I'll give you empirical facts. Let me finish. Let me finish. Yes, okay. You will know when I have arguments or not. Based on National Bureau of Statistics data, there are 3.99 million internet subscribers in Edo State. The population of Edo State is about 4.75 million. So there are 3.99 million people. Wait, hang on a minute.
Okay, see, when you don't have anything in your head and you're speaking with people that, like, their business is to know, He's coming at him with statistics. Even most of the figures that he mentioned in that statistic that I just said in his previous statement, this APC chairman doesn't even know. So he just screaming, can they buy data? Can they buy data? Who doesn't have data? Who has an Android phone that doesn't have data?
Let me finish now. Based on Nigeria Bureau of Statistics, there are 3.99 million internet subscribers in Edo State. So when they say subscribers, when they say subscribers, that means they have subscribed to data. Let me finish. Please don't interrupt me. I beg you. Don't interrupt me. Please don't interrupt me. Let me finish. When they say subscribers, that means they subscribe to the internet.
If you are using a smartphone, you are already a subscriber. You know how bad it is for you not to have data on your phone, whether you're using an iPhone or Android. If your data is finished, it's almost like you are carrying around a brick of stone. So everybody that has, I've seen some of the brokest people having data on their phone. If at least there is a data plan for you, before you can switch in between all the 3 networks. But this guy is saying Edo people cannot afford data. He's not attributing that to Tinubu. He's not saying it's Tinubu's fault. He's saying it's Obaseki's fault because of his policy.
And Arise is everywhere on the internet. So you have just, by your argument, denied 3.99 million people that can subscribe to the internet and watch this interview or watch replays of it everywhere, the chance in Edo State to be able to see this. So that's why I say that argument is not tenable. It's best your candidate should come, because as I speak now...
Your statistics is wrong, Rufai. Your statistics is wrong.
Give me your own.
I am telling you that people can no longer feed in Edo, not to talk of subscribing to internet.
Give me your own
statistics. Not to talk of subscribing to internet. Nobody is watching you. So that's the truth. Nobody is watching you, because
give me your own
don't have money to watch.
Okay, nobody is watching him, but you are there. You came to, you are there to have an interview. Probably you think that you can just, come with empty head. The truth is, APC is full of empty-headed people, and they just. I'm not trying to be partisan right now, but so far what we have seen on the federal level, right now in the state level, they are pushing somebody that is not even fluent, that is not even eloquent, that cannot even express himself. So even the person that they're even sending to speak for him, obviously is not even intelligent. Otherwise, he would have started a statement like this. Let's keep going.
Give me your own statistics.
If you want Mondi Okpebholo to come to your, if you want Mondi Okpebholo to come to your interview, try as much as possible to subscribe for the audience of Edo. Then it will come. Because if you want to,
you should subscribe for the audience of Edo. It's just like the same way he's saying, if they want to hold a debate, the debate has to be in Asian language. Is Edo State made up of only Asian language? Me, I don't hear Asian language. I have nothing against Asian people, but I don't hear Asian language. Edo State is Edo State. Anybody that's coming to rule Edo State should be able to hold on to all the different languages. There are numerous languages in Edo State. Edo State and Isan, they are like the biggest languages that are spoken in Edo State, but they are numerous. So whoever is coming to Edo has to be able to, look out for everybody, not just the Isan people.
Sell yourself. Okay. You sell yourself to the people. Okay. And if he's doing that, is he going to sell himself to Arise? No.
Hang on a minute. Secondly, I also want to confirm.
I am telling you that people are not watching you.
Please.
People are not watching you.
I also want to confirm, Mr. Jared. Did Edo State APC at any point ask Arise presenter Rufai Oseni to bring $1 million to interview Mondi Okpebholo?
To come and do what? We can't be saying that. What I am telling you is,
I'm just asking.
You are saying people subscribe to internet. Yes, those people are there in Edo.
With due respect,
what I am telling you that people don't even have money. Obaseki.
So why are you here?
Based on what statistics? Why are you saying people don't have money? Based on what statistics? Are you the National Bureau of Statistics?
Obaseki.
So if people don't watch Arise
to the level,
okay. If people don't,
because I can afford it.
If you don't watch Arise, and you think
I'm supposed to.
So why are you on this interview?
I'm supposed to have my television on now. I'm supposed to have my television on now. My television is not on because I don't have money to subscribe to a DSTV
Okay, so now he's now playing a victim also. He's saying that he doesn't have money. Just a few minutes ago, he said he can afford it. Now he's saying he doesn't have money, that his television is not on. So I don't know how stupid these people think that we are. Just all around the world is a normal thing. When you are being propped up for a political position, when you have nothing upstairs, that's how they send their minions, people to try to defend you. You have to avoid the press because you don't bear the vision of what you are going there to do. So as a matter of fact, you don't know what you are going there to do. So you are going there to do what you are told to do, like you are a puppet. Because these people have seen that putting the intelligent people right there is to get to a point that will tell you, say no, this thing not work like this, not work like this. So he starts to start putting the dumb people, prioritizing only loyalty. And it's just so sad that APC is still dumb enough to send this very dumb person to come and try his best to defend the party and the candidates. So let's keep going.
I can use to watch you.
But Edo people can't watch. But Edo people can't watch you based on what you have said. Edo people cannot watch you as you are speaking. So why are you wasting your time here?
Mr. Rufai is basically laughing.
They are not seeing you. That's what I'm saying. They are not seeing you. I needed to talk to you, more especially Rufai. It's you that I actually wanted to talk to today.
Chairman,
to let you know.
Chairman Tenebe, I take this as an exercise in self-contradiction.
Mr. Ruben.
Yes, you are on Arise TV and you say nobody is watching. But the more important point, I lived in Benin.
This is laughing.
86.
Because I'm not even sure. I'm not sure they are watching me now.
Okay,
as I speak.
Fine.
People don't have money in Edo State to even buy credit.
Okay, fine. But
to even subscribe to internet. So
no wonder you are talking anyhow, because you're not sure anybody is watching you. Otherwise, you should have put some brains to it.
Nobody is watching you. I need you to know this.
I was just telling you that some of my persons from Edo State, they've been bombarding my phone with WhatsApp messages. They say you are embarrassing the people of Edo State. That it is not true that the people of Edo State don't have DSTV. It's not true that they don't have GoTV. That they are civilized, very proud people.
They have DSTV. They have DSTV. They have GoTV. But there is no money to subscribe because Obaseki has run the state aground.
Obaseki is withdrawing their subscription money. Laughable.
They impoverished the state. People can no longer subscribe. That's what I'm saying. They have, but people don't have money to
watch
subscribe
free
anymore.
They can watch free on YouTube.
If anybody is calling you to tell you that it's an embarrassment, maybe those are people who are in Ikoyi there, possibly with you, that does not even have a voter's card, that we cannot talk to. What I am trying to say, what I'm trying to make out of this is Monday okpebholo is reaching out to the people he's supposed to reach out to. I'm telling you where he is now, where you have almost about 25,000 people in a ward, where to get to that place you have to drive. You have.
Okay, right here, I can just conclude that this guy is lying. Is flat out just lying. So if there's a place where there is no road, obviously there's not going to be high enough population for you to want to divert resources to campaign. Honestly, let's keep going.
To put Chairman, use canoe, you have to try to get to the place. He's reaching out and the message is resonating.
Chairman.
So he's reaching out to these people, because that place, the people are there. It's like a prison. It's difficult for them to move around, and there's a lot of people right there. More than the people that Arise TV can reach. So that's the reason why he decided to skip the interview. How about just telling the truth? Your candidate is not eloquent. He's not fast thinking. I don't know about his educational status, but what I've seen on the campaign, that kind of a person is not even capable of betting an intelligent idea for the state. Let's keep going.
I don't see any conflict between grassroots campaign and talking to people on television. Arise News is in 54 countries of Africa.
Whoa, I didn't even know this.
We're in Europe. I mean, it needs that audience. And all the stakeholders in Edo State, they are everywhere, including here in Arise News. And that's why we're saying, bring okpebholo. If he cannot speak English, he will speak Benin. We will bring one of our persons to come and speak Benin to him.
At least you have seen okpebholo moving motion in the Senate before.
Oh, okay.
So the idea of saying he cannot speak English is not even there. You have seen him in live.
Honestly, I've not seen that guy moving motion in the Senate. But even if he's moving motion, I'm very sure he's just hiding behind the crowd. Because with what I have seen, with my ability to judge people based on what I've seen, I don't think that guy can be able to move any motion that has weight.
In our campaign live programs, you hear him talk. So the idea of saying he cannot talk is not even there. I'm telling you the reason why he cannot buy ticket and come to Lagos, because it will be a waste of time.
He doesn't need to come to Lagos
to go and talk to about.
Are you in Lagos right now? Are you in their studio? So if he doesn't have that much, he can't spend 1 hour for him to get connected over the internet and hook up with Arise News. You must really think that we are a fool, but we are not. So that makes the opposite. I repeat again.
Just 300 people who can subscribe.
You are in Benin. We interview you from Benin. He doesn't need to come to Lagos. We'll come and meet him in his room. He doesn't need to come to Lagos. We'll come and meet him.
Will he have to waste his time? Will he have to waste his time to come and talk to you about 300 people?
Wait. In that village,
when he's selling himself, to the people.
You're saying about 300 people, and at the time I saw this video, what I had on this video was that this video has 21,000 views and it was uploaded 5 hours ago. Okay, so he's saying 300 people. So he's saying out of the 21,000 people, I'm just a lucky few among the 300 people that used to subscribe in Edo State that have seen the video. Okay, keep going, Mr. Statistics.
Can I even tell you this? I can assure you, sir. In that village is campaigning. We will bring our camera and join him on the campaign trail and interview him on the campaign trail there, so he can be campaigning to the people and still talking to us. We are ready for okpebholo.
But if you want to do that, we are ready. You can tell your crew not to tell us to pay. You can tell your crew to follow him.
No, you don't need to pay.
And they even following. You have to.
He just said something. He said you can tell your crew to follow him. But let me let you understand. I've been attending some of these campaigns. Okpebholo has the lowest speaking time. Every other person speaks longer than Okpebholo on his campaign. So when everybody comes on stage and they speak about Okpebholo, trying to hype him so that people will vote for him, but when he himself comes to stage, he doesn't spend up to 10 minutes. Oshomole can speak for 20 minutes. He can speak for 10-15 minutes. He doesn't spend up to 5 minutes. He will just recite. It's just like a kindergarten reciting 36 Satan capital Abia Omaya. He will just recite what he knows, what he was told to say, and that's it. There goes the campaign. Let's keep going.
Anyway, Chairman Emperor Tenebe, thank you very much indeed.
All right. So, what are we able to get from this? We have to open our eyes. We have to have sense. Because if you don't have sense, people will help you to use the sense. Okay? These politicians, they are not smart. They are not. We are just the one that are playing foolish. They are not smart, so we don't have to trust any one of them. But we have to make our decision based on facts, based on what we have seen. Okay? So right now we are seeing Okpebholo is following the same footstep of Tinubu, how he got elected into office. He never took an interview, he never went for a debate, he never went for anything. So he got there. This is what we are seeing. So Okpebholo is going to do the same thing. It's not like I'm having any fear that PDP is not going to win the election. I'm not. But like we said, APC is relying on federal might. But if there's no federal might, this is going to be a cakewalk for Aswa Ighodalo. We're not even talking about the Labour Party right now. Yes, the Labour Party should be the second runner-up before the APC. Because I don't really know much about that guy. Like I said, I have to be candid about how I analyze things. I don't really know much about that guy, but with a few things I know, he's an enjoyment man. Are you getting? He has done well for himself. He has made some reasonable achievement. But with what I've seen Obaseki do, and with how I've seen Aswa Ighodalo, I know that he's working. They're almost the same kind of personality. So that's what we really need right now. So the things that the governor has started, we have to let some other person that share the same vision to finish it. Otherwise, we are going to be the one paying the price. Or some other people are just going to have the money that you're supposed to use to execute projects that's going to serve the state better, make you more comfortable. They're going to have it in their pocket. And guess what? Doesn't make your life better. We're a lot of people in Edo State. So we should not listen to the many voices that are just that are pocket starved because they are not getting money from the government anymore. They're angry. They are not getting loyalty. They're not getting royalty. They're angry. We cannot listen to those people, and because of that, throw away our sanity and throw away our vote. Let's vote the person. Right now, I'm not sure about the Labour Party, but I'm sure about the PDP candidate. So far, I will not say I know him personally, but so far, with my own judge of character, what I've seen, I think the worst this man is going to do will be better than the best the other two candidates are going to do. So please, if you're casting your vote, cast it wisely. For those people that have been living under a rock, Obaseki has executed a lot of projects. Some of these projects, Edo people they are not aware and they don't even take advantage of it. People from neighboring states are taking advantage of it. I can begin to list, but that's going to be for another video. So for right now, I just want you to have your sanity back. Don't use sentiment. Open your head and think. Even everything I've said in this video, I'm not saying it to confuse you. I'm only stating the facts. So open your head and think. Okay? Just think and make the right decision of who you are going to put in power. That's the reason why they took away history from us Nigerians. Otherwise, if we had history, we would have known who Buhari was before he came into power. So right now we have known. And the problem is that our children will not even know. If Buhari had the time to live longer enough, he will still come back and rule us. If the law will allow him to do that, because there is no history. Okay, so please let's use our sense. Okay, let's use our sense and let's put the right person into office. I'm not saying anybody's a saint, but I'm saying we have to pick the best out of the three. And right now, the only best, from my own knowledge, which I clearly have more than most of the Edo State residents, more than most of them, is that Aswai Udalo is the best person for this position. Thank you very much. I'll see you on the next one. Bye. Please don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more candid analysis from me. Thank you.